Welcome back everyone. Macbeth Act 5 Scene 1, one of the most important scenes of this play, the sleepwalking scene. This scene is important from your examination perspective. In today's session, I will be discussing 3 most important questions from here. Go through them and prepare another question as well. What is the dramatic significance of Act 5 Scene 1? I have discussed this answer in detail in my line by line explanation video. Check the pinned comment section or the description box for that link for that video. Kindly subscribe to our channel, like, share and comment, and also tap the bell icon. Now coming back to today's point of discussion, let's read question number 1. A short answer question, word limit is 100 to 150 words. According to the gentlewoman, what does Lady Macbeth do in her sleep? Since King Macbeth went to war, the gentlewoman has seen Lady Macbeth rise from her bed, number 1, put on her nightgown, number 2, unlock her closet, 3, take out paper, 4, fold it, 5, write upon it, 6, read it, 7, afterwards seal it, 8, again return to bed, 9. So there are 9 important points and you must mention all these points one after the other as mentioned in the text. The introductory sentence is so powerful over here. Write your answers according to the question given and see how I have directly related the answer to the question. Take help from this reference answer, follow my guidelines, and I'm sure you will be able to write compact, perfect answers. Come on, quote from the text as well, quote correctly, otherwise marks will be deducted. And also change paragraphs, do not make any spelling mistake. Understood? So these are your last minute tips, and you can say this is your last minute suggestion as well, how to prepare for your examination. Now, yet all this time she was fast asleep. She must always have a light and frequently rubs her hands. Her eyes are open, but their senses are shut. This is the description given by the gentlewoman. Now, as a student of class 12, ISC class 12, you must incorporate critical comments in your answers. Compulsory. Elevate the quality of your answers in this way. This description to the doctor. Now the gentlewoman tells all these things to whom? To the doctor. This description to the doctor reveals her vulnerability, her weakness, and somnambulism. What is somnambulism? I have already introduced this concept in the line by line explanation video. So again and again I will advise you to go through our line by line explanation videos. What is the meaning of somnambulism? Quickly. Somnambulism is sleepwalking. It is an abnormal condition of sleep in which motor acts such as walking are performed, just like Lady Macbeth's condition. Somnambulism. Use this in your answer and the quality of your answer is going to be elevated to another level. This description to the doctor reveals her vulnerability and somnambulism. Her words indicate Macbeth's absence. Right at the very beginning I wrote when Macbeth went out to war. So we have Macbeth's absence, and as a result of that, Lady Macbeth's inability to communicate with him. And these are the immediate causes of her strange behavior. Perhaps she was thinking of writing to Macbeth to warn him against some folly. Why did she take out the paper? Perhaps she was thinking of writing to Macbeth to warn him against some folly, or she was committing her guilty thoughts to paper to remove her remorse. Guilt and remorse of Lady Macbeth. Here in the sleepwalking scene, we have a broken, frustrated woman. In the sleepwalking scene, Lady Macbeth is a broken, frustrated woman. She is vulnerable. She is restless. She is mentally agitated. Dear students, copy these down in your notebooks. Take down these notes and use them in your answers. She is a broken, frustrated woman. Guilt and remorse of Lady Macbeth. Prepare an answer, another answer if you want. Character sketch of Lady Macbeth in the sleepwalking scene. You will get a lot of points in this session. The gentlewoman, however, refuses to repeat Lady Macbeth's words when she is excited in her sleep, since there is none to corroborate her statement. Who will confirm her statement? There is no one. Therefore, she does not want to repeat what Lady Macbeth says when she is so agitated in her sleep, when she is sleepwalking. She is afraid of being convicted with high treason for talking bad about the king and the queen. She will be accused of high treason and she is scared. She does not have anyone to confirm her statements. Therefore, she prefers to keep quiet. Also, the nature of the situation is so serious that she cannot risk revealing these dark secrets. Now, moving on to the next question, a long answer question for you. Another important question, irony. Bring out the irony of Lady Macbeth's words in her state of somnambulism. Sleepwalking, somnambulism. I'm repeating this again and again. Lady Macbeth's thoughts are incoherent in Act 5, Scene 1 of Macbeth. Right at the very beginning, a very important critical comment. Incoherent speech, incoherent thoughts of Lady Macbeth. Her thoughts are not connected. She no longer can tell a connected story. We have the mental collapse of Lady Macbeth in this scene. Use these points in your answers, dear students. I am repeating these things again and again for your benefit. Her words reveal her pent-up feelings. What is the meaning of pent-up? Suppressed feelings which you do not express. So, another critical comment. Her words reveal her pent-up feelings which she had sought to suppress, and also her subconscious mind. Not the conscious mind, but the subconscious mind. Everything is there in her mind. Therefore, her mind is so agitated, so disturbed. All the crimes, all the planning, the emotional distance between Macbeth and Lady Macbeth. So many things mixed up, suppressed in her mind. Her somnambulism makes it highly ironic. This state, she is sleepwalking, she is sleeping and again revealing her innermost thoughts and feelings. And this is what makes the whole situation, all her words, so ironic, highly ironic. So irony is an important topic and you must prepare this answer in detail. And what is the word limit of a long answer question, dear students? Yes, it's 200 to 250 words. She had told Macbeth that a little water would clear them of the deed. But now, in her sleep, ironically, she continually rubs her hands. The doctor observes how she rubs her hands. The gentlewoman also confirms that she continuously rubs her hands. And why does she do so? Seeking to get the blood off them. Blood symbolizes the crimes committed by them. Regicide, King Duncan's murder, Banquo's murder. So, the blood symbolizes the guilt and remorse of these characters, how they react to it. Out of disgust, she orders the damned spot to go away. She perhaps observes a spot and then she wants the spot to go away. Hell is so murky for her now. What is the meaning of murky? Dark. Earlier, she had invoked thick night to come to hide her deed, but now she is afraid of the dark and has light by her when she goes to sleep. This is ironical, her fear of darkness. Mention all these points. The speech delivered by Lady Macbeth during her sleepwalking. The shock which she received on going back to Duncan with the blood-stained daggers, a shock which she successfully suppressed, is revealed over here when she wonders that there was so much blood in the body of the old man. So, she did not directly refer to King Duncan. She did not pronounce his name, King Duncan. But when she says how much blood was there in King Duncan's body, we can easily conclude that she is referring to King Duncan. And the doctor can also conclude that it's all about King Duncan. And immediately, gradually, you can say he becomes suspicious. After all, these are not just incoherent words. There is a link, and the doctor can realize that it is a connected story. Her tormented conscience takes upon itself a share of responsibility for Lady Macduff's murder. She was not involved in Lady Macduff's murder. The massacre of Macduff's family, she was not involved in it, but her tormented conscience, her guilty conscience, takes upon itself a share of responsibility, even though this crime was committed without her knowledge. After all, it was Lady Macbeth's goadings which transformed Macbeth into a hard-hearted criminal. We have done all these concepts. We have covered all these topics in the previous scenes. I hope you will be able to correlate. All the perfumes of Arabia will be unable to sweeten her little hand. Hardly could she anticipate this earlier when she cynically rebuked Macbeth for his visual horror of crimson blood. After he committed regicide, I hope you remember how he dreaded blood and how Lady Macbeth rebuked him for such a weakness. And now, Lady Macbeth herself is afraid of the blood and she wants to wash the blood. All the perfumes of Arabia will be unable to sweeten her little hand. The smell of blood. She is unable to tolerate the smell of blood now. She has tried to remove fear of Banquo's ghost from Macbeth's mind. We have seen this also in the banquet scene, remember? Now, Banquo's memory haunts her. Banquo is buried and he cannot come out of the grave. She is speaking to herself. So, she is unable to tell a connected story, but she remembers the crimes committed in the past. These things are troubling her. These things are there in her subconscious mind and they are coming out when she is so weak and vulnerable. Her "what's done cannot be undone" echoes her previous "what's done is done" uttered to Macbeth. Now, these words have a ring of despair. Times have changed. Now, Lady Macbeth is filled with despair, so full of irony. Her concluding words remind us that Macbeth cannot sleep in his bed and that she cannot find true rest in sleep. The knocking also. You can mention about the knocking at the gate. The porter scene. Macbeth was startled. Here, Lady Macbeth can also hear is mentioning about some kind of knocking. So, Her incoherent speech symbolizes the uprising of her feminine nature. Important critical comment against the foulness of the violent deed. She wanted to unsex herself. She wanted to stifle her feminine feelings to commit regicide. But now that feminine nature is making itself felt against the foulness of the violent deed. What is the violent deed? It is the regicide, the murder of King Duncan, and also her guilt and remorse. So this is a character sketch as well. This is, you can use these points if you are asked to write about what she says while sleepwalking. So this answer is a multi-purpose answer. Character sketch, what she says during sleepwalking, irony. You will be able to write these 3 answers from this single reference material. Next, this one, I hope it is clear. What does the doctor say about Lady Macbeth's condition? What is his final thought? The doctor, along with a waiting gentlewoman, observes Lady Macbeth in a state of somnambulism and also he sees her condition and also hears the outpouring of her pent-up thoughts from her subconscious mind. The same critical comment, but used in a different manner, used right at the very beginning. Retribution has started working its way into the soul of Lady Macbeth. Lady Macbeth enters a room in her castle with a candle. Her eyes are open. She rubs her hands. The doctor remains hidden to watch her. Bewildered. This is his condition. Bewildered, puzzled, perplexed. He is shocked as Lady Macbeth betrays herself. What is the meaning betrays herself? Reveals her innermost thoughts and feelings. He starts taking down notes to assist his memory. Lady Macbeth orders the damp spot to go away, speaks about the appropriate time to do the deed, presumably regicide. Macbeth's vacillations. Vacillation, what is the meaning? When you hesitate to do something. When you are in a dilemma. Remember how Macbeth used to hesitate before committing the crime? So here, Lady Macbeth remembers about those times as well. Their unparalleled supremacy and authority. Who can challenge us? She also wonders how much blood was there in the body of the old man, Duncan. Her references to the brutal murder of Lady Macduff and Banquo's death expose the monstrosity of the crimes committed. She knows about these crimes. Some crimes she has directly participated. She is an accomplice, and some crimes have been committed without her knowledge. But she takes responsibility. Her tormented conscience takes upon itself a share of the responsibility. After all, she was instrumental in transforming Macbeth into such a monster, into such a criminal. Criminality of Macbeth, moral degeneration of Macbeth, and here we have the mental degeneration, disintegration of Lady Macbeth. The doctor gradually. Now what does the doctor think about this? This is the situation. I have mentioned the situation, and now what does the doctor think about this? The doctor gradually begins to grasp the seriousness of the situation. Okay, now this is what has happened after listening to whatever Lady Macbeth has been saying incoherently. His words, "You have known what you should not, and that her heart is sorely charged," quotations, clearly indicate Lady Macbeth's vulnerability. Number 1, tormented conscience. Number 2, and number 3, remorse. People who commit the most heinous crimes become the victims of extraordinary forms of mental disease. It is not a physical disease from which the queen suffers over here and which the doctor can cure. She needs the divine, important, spiritual consolation. Such people tend to express themselves in their sleep. And this is not a physical disease, but this is the mental collapse of the queen. She needs the divine. She needs divine help, spiritual consolation. A doctor cannot help her. A doctor cannot cure her. And what are his final thoughts? What is his final thought? His final thought, God forgive us all, shows how all men are sinners in a high or low degree. Lady Macbeth has mated his mind. What is the meaning of mated? Confounded, puzzled him, amazed his sight, but he will dare not disclose such shocking, ugly secrets. He will dare not speak out his suspicions. His advice to remove from Lady Macbeth the means of all annoyance foreshadow her tragic end. So, these are the 3 answers, dear students. I hope I have been able to help you and hoping to upload some more reference materials very soon. So, stay connected. Bye.